Charlotte Perkins Gilman's Yellow Wallpaper is one of the most famous short stories in all of American literature. It combines psychological intensity, social criticism, and employs a lot of symbolism. On the surface, it's simply a story about a woman's deterioration, but beneath the surface, you see that it's really about power, confinement, voice, and even autonomy over your own body. The story was written in 1892. And at this time, women were very controlled. They were limited socially, legally, professionally. They were frequently denied authority over their own bodies and health. The story centers on the rest cure, which says a lot about the 19th century attitude towards women's health and emotion and concepts of hysteria. The story is narrated by a woman. Now, she's been taken up to a rented country house by her husband, who is a physician. His name is John, and they're trying to help her recover from a nervous condition. She's largely confined upstairs and is increasingly becoming fixated on the yellow wallpaper. Now, as we're reading this, I want you to concentrate specifically on the narration and the point of view. The story is told in first person and everything occurs coming through the narrator's mind. So, really watch how that shapes the reality of it, the reliability of it, and how it kind of pulls us into this tension and even evokes sympathy. Additionally, watch tonal shift as we go through this. It starts out very controlled, very measured. She's witty and funny. And by the end of it, she gets more obsessive and unstable. Of course, I really want you to pay more attention as we go through this to the setting itself. Really look at the elements that are inside the house and what do they represent and how are they working to, her obsession, pushing the plot itself. Um, Consider John. Is he dismissive? Is he controlling? Is he patronizing? Or is it all of the above? And even how does he epitomize both physician and husband working in that dual role? Watch how the language focuses on confinement and isolation. We see this as its physical confinement, intellectually confined, mentally, medically, maritally, socially. And of course, pay attention to the star of this whole thing, the yellow wallpaper itself. Watch how it's defined in the very beginning, her general observations about it. And then as she becomes more obsessive, watch as that changes as a character within the plot. So, some central interpretive questions to kind of consider: what role does gender play within this? What does the story suggest about the relationship between power and care? Is the ending purely tragic, or does it contain a disturbing form of liberation? Now, we've read a little bit about formalism, so we kind of want to take some of those ideas and employ them as we're reading this, not just passively getting a plot and having some reaction to it, but more specifically, considering what elements within the story, reading it extremely closely, are working to create the tension. What is showing the obsession? Even is the diction or the pace of the reading itself, is it speeding up? Really look at all aspects of it because it is very specific. Perkins is not doing anything accidentally. She is very acutely aware of what she is evoking within the style that she's writing and the techniques that she is employing. So, all right, I really like this story. This is one of my favorites. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Thanks.